Hello, this is Drawing 101, and today we're going to learn how to draw Lycanroc Dusk. To start, we're going to do the tail. So about almost in the middle, but a little bit on the left side of your page, we're going to start with the tail. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do this wavy line, starting right here, and then coming up. Like that. Okay, and then we're going to take this wavy line and to kind of extend it a little bit. And we're going to bring it back down. Just kind of makes a claw looking shape. And what we're going to do is, from there we're going to do on, oh, like that, yeah. And then right there we're going to pull it back like another claw. These are really just tufts of fur we're drawing in. Okay. Now we're going to, I'm going to center this and zoom in so you can see. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of level off, bring it down in another S shape, and kind of curl up. Like that. And then right there, gonna do some hair, little curves like that. Okay, and then this is gonna curve up like this. And right into the tail, right where the tail starts. So the tail is mostly curves, slight curves with some little points coming back. We do have a little line like right there that we're going to draw in. Okay, so there's a view of the tail. And then we're going to kick back out. Okay. Now we've finished with Lycanroc Dusk's tail. Okay, now we're going to do the leg where it's attached to. Starting about like right here, we're going to then curve down, touching the tail, touching where this tail tip is. Okay, and we're going to curve like that. Now this line, from there, from this point to this point, should be as long as from this point to this point. So we're doing pretty good. Okay, so we're going to get right there, and we're going to kick it back out, kind of in that S shape. But we're just going to do a little short kick back out. So we have our S shape like this. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to, that's like kind of like his knee, and then we're going to draw kind of a straight line down, a little bit shorter than from there to there. So yeah, so we're good. Just like that. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the paw, which is going to curve around like this. And then going to do the claws, which we're going to do a little curve right here. That almost a half circle, which comes down into there, and then we're going to connect it to make a cone looking shape. Okay, and then right here we're going to do another one. It's a little bit bigger. That, and then another one right there. It looks like that. Okay, and then we can connect the claw, which kind of rounds down into there. We have a line right there. So I'm going to zoom in on that, and you can take a look at that. Okay. Now we're going to go and do the other side of the leg. So this right here kind of curves up. And remember right here where we took that curve and we switched it over? We're going to take a line, we're going to take a curve to about right that point. Right there. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to curve out and we're going to do the thigh. So it's going to curve up to about like right there. And we have Lycanroc's back leg. Okay, now he has a little design right here. So it comes out like that. Curves in. It's a big point right there. So it comes back in. And a little short line going in. So you have a triangle looking thing right here with what looks like a W. That. Okay. I'll zoom in. Look. Okay. Okay. Now, right here, there's just a little bit of his belly that you can see right there. We're going to draw that in. Like that. Okay. Now he has lots of fur around his neck and on his back that we're now going to draw in. So, about like right here, we're going to start with that and we're going to do tuft of fur. There's a little bit that comes up. Oh, like right there. There. Okay, and then it's going to curve back in about half the length that we drew this line. Okay, and then right here, we're going to draw another big one. So this one's going to come clear up to about like right here, not quite as tall, but almost as tall as the tail is. Tail's going to, this is as high on the paper as we're going to draw, so we're going to come over like that. Okay. And now, what we're going to do is we're going to draw one that starts about right here. It's going to come, it's going to go like right there, so and it's going to curve over there, like that. So right now we have 3 tufts of fur that we've drawn. Now, this right here, this is going to connect into another tuft down here that's going to hang over his head. So we might be altering this just a hair later. So yeah. Okay, now we're going to do a little piece that connects these two. Kind of looks like that. Now coming out of that, following that line, we're going to draw just a little right here. It's going to look like that. Okay. Now, to look at that for a little bit. Okay. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the tuft of fur that is actually above this one. So, like I said, this is going to be as high as we draw, so we're going to take an imaginary line from right there. We're going to take it to about like right there. So it's about the same height as right there. So we're going to take it, and we're going to make that line up to about the same height that we have this. So, may have gone a little too high. Okay, just like that. And then this tuft of fur is going to come clear down, way far down. It's going to kind of wrap around, and it's going to take a really big curve, a really tight curve down here. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to draw in, I'm going to start on the head. So, to make sure we know where to draw the head, we're going to do this tuft right here that I was talking about earlier. So this is going to come in just about like right there. This is going to come out. This is going to end up just below the starting point of that tuft. You know, this it's really important that we get this looking right. Okay, that is looking good. Okay, and then coming out right here, the head is going to be his ear. So we're just going to draw that in. It's going to go pretty high, going to come up here. Like this. And come down like that. And then we're going to do a triangle inside of that. And then right here we're going to do a design which comes down and comes back up. And comes down right there. So it also looks sort of like a W. Okay, and then gonna let you look at that for a little bit. Let's do a line right there. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the other ear, which is over here. So right here in this area is gonna be where the tip of the ear is gonna go. So we want about like right here to be where the end of the ear is. So. Right there. I'm gonna draw in that triangle. It's like this one. I'm gonna do that. And then there's just the tip of the ear. Like that. And the ear would come down over here, but it's covered by this. Okay, now we're going to do, now that we have this ear here, we're going to do a little pattern. It's right there. Kind of looks like an L. Maybe a little bit higher up. Yeah, like right there. Okay. Just like that. And we're gonna do just line right there. Okay. Now we're gonna do the side of the head. So coming out from the ear right there. We're gonna do a line that looks like this. It's almost vertical. It probably is vertical. Okay, so it comes down like that. And that S shape again. It's gonna curve out. And it's going to curve down like that into the snout. Oh, sorry, runny nose. Okay. And then it's going to curve up. Over there. Okay? And right here is where we're going to do nose. And it almost looks like a triangle, but it's really more like a heart. It kind of dips down in the center and then kind of comes back up like that. It's like a cross between a triangle and a heart. Just like that. I can probably just lightly shade that in since that's darker than everything else. Same with this right here. Okay. So that's just gonna look like that. Now he has this little, there he has design in his head, and it's gonna come up like that. It's gonna make another W shape, and it's gonna come up here. It's gonna make a straight line out to like right there, and it's gonna curve down like that. And it's going to curve out, and we'll do that later. But for now, we're going to do the eye, which kind of starts right there in the corner and comes down to about the same height of the peak right there. It's just a straight line that we're going to draw right there. And then we're going to do a semicircle on that straight line. Okay, and then we're going to do another semicircle inside that semicircle. And we're just going to do the pupil, which is an oval. You can shade that pupil in. Let's see. I'm going to erase that line. It wasn't really crisp. Okay, and now we're going to do the mouth, which is kind of twisted into a frown. So it comes off on this line right there. And it kind of just goes like that there. That. And just like that. Okay, and then right here, is where that came into. Okay, and then this is where we're gonna pull this out and that's gonna come out, look right there. Just like that. And this is gonna come out like this. Into there. And then it's going to connect into the ear. Let's see. I'll redo that one. That's better. Okay, it's gonna look like that. And I'm gonna zoom in this area right here, the face. I'm just gonna let you pause the video right there, and if you need to catch up, you can look at that. Okay, zoom back out. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to do we're gonna do, there's a little spike that comes out like right here. So we're gonna draw that. So let's see. Right here, draw that. See, I need to let's redraw this so it gets in a better position. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's so you can adjust your fur as you draw on the more critical parts of the body. That stay right there. Okay. So we're gonna have the go right there. Oh, M or W right there. And we can have the spike coming out. Look at that, just a point. Nothing fancy. And right there. Okay, now there's a big thing of fur that comes out of the spike. About like right there. And have that curve up. Do that like right there. Curve back into there. Right there. And then right here, there's another thing of fur. Like that. Okay, now over here, there are these 3 points of fur on this side too. So we gotta draw those in. So we have one right there. And we have the big one is really big compared to the other ones. Then we have one right there. We have another little one right there. Okay, and then we have coming out right here, we have a piece of fur. And it's going to come out come back in like that. Okay, and then we have some more spikes. So right here we have this little triangle. And the spike's gonna come out. There. Just like that. And we have a little line right there. Okay. We have a spike that comes out right here. And right there. Okay. Then we have the line right there. Okay, and then we have our final spike, which comes out right here. That's not it, that's the white part. It comes out like this. And there's the line right there. Okay. And that's it for the head and fur. So you can take a look at that. I'm gonna zoom in. Okay. Okay, now we just need to let's see, we first need to connect this to the body to the, not to the body, to the head. And then we're going to do the legs, and then, yeah. So, here's where our first leg is. It's going to come down like that in a line. And it's going to come down like that. You have to kind of curve right there. Okay, and we're going to do a line down like that, like we did right there. We're going to do the claws. That. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we just come up from there, curve down. Curves into there. There's some lines there. And then we have a design right there. Okay? And then we have another leg right here. It's going to come straight out to about like right there. Let's have to do it better angle. Like that. Okay. Then we're going to come over here to do the claws. Like that. Curve over. And we're just gonna that. And this one also has that little design right there. Just like that. Okay, and then we have one last leg to go. It's gonna come down here. It's gonna come like right there. And this one has a design that looks like this. That. Okay, just like that, and then I'm going to zoom in on those 3 legs so you can see those. Okay. Okay. And that is how you draw Lycanroc Dusk. Thank you for watching.